All right, welcome back to the Microsoft Excel training. Now, in today's Excel solution, we are going to be creating a solution following these instructions. So we have 6 different instructions here. The first one says we should split the name column into first name and last name. Then secondly, we should summarize the salaries by department. We are to create a remark column to indicate the staff levels. Okay, to indicate the staff levels based on salary. We are also so we'll be using this table for that. Okay, and then we are to create a pie chart to show department with the largest percentage of income. We are also supposed to calculate the total salary and then also summarize the salary by the new levels field that we have created. Okay, so now let's go. So the first thing we want to do is to split this column. So we are going to insert a space here so that the the split will extend to this place. So this is where we want to split. So we are going to select this column. Okay, we're going to select this column. We'll go to Data tab, and we will use this tool called Text to Column. So delimited is the option, and then we click Next. So what's our delimiter? Of course, space is what separates each of the each of the data within the column. So we just accept space and then we click Finish. So we can now have a split of the names. So we can rename this as the first name and then give this last name. So that settles the first instruction. So the second instruction says we should summarize the salaries by department. So we want to pick the unique department and we want to summarize by them. So we're going to use an Excel array function to do that. We're going to use an Excel array function. So I'm going to create a space for that array function. So I'm going to put it here. I'll put equal sign group by. So we are summarizing by the salaries. Salaries by department. So our row field is the department field. Okay, the values is the salary. And then, of course, the function that we are using is sum. And then we are going to show the header. We want to show the header. So we group by, and then we have the row field, which is the item we are grouping by. The salary is the value. The sum is a function, and then the 3 here is to show the header. So hit the enter key, and that gives us this solution. So we have the summary by department. Now I'm having these zeros here because I selected the entire column. Okay, so if I limit it to the range, which is D31, D1 to D31, and then this is E1 to E31. Then we're going to skip those zeros that we found there. Okay, so that is why we have the zeros. So this is the second solution. So we have been able to summarize salary by department using the group by function. Okay. The third instruction says we should create a remark column to indicate staff level. So we're going to use the if. Since we have three logical tests for each level, so we're going to use the nested if, and that is the ifs function. So we're going to nest our logical test. So the first one says if this salary is less or equals to this value, which is 65. I'm going to make that absolute reference. Then we should put level 1. We should give it a text called level 1. The second logical test is if this value is less than 90. So less than this 90. We're also going to make that 90 absolute. So what are we going to put as a label? We put level 2. Put a comma. Then the third logical test is that this, if it is greater than 90, we're also going to make that absolute reference. And then, of course, we will put level 3 and close the bracket, hit enter. So this is level 2 because it is less than 90. So if we copy the formula downward, you see everything less than 90, everything less than 65 will go to level 1. You can see that. So, so we've been able to categorize by the level. Now we are to create a pie chart to show departments, departments with levels. So percentage to create a pie chart to show departments with largest percentage. Of course, we'll just take this data, go to insert, and then here we're going to click a pie chart. Right? So we'll click a style. We click a style here at the top, chart style, and then that will give us this department, operations department is the one that comes with the largest percentage of salaries. Okay, so that settles this. So calculate the total salary. Okay, so we'll place our cursor here. We can use the Alt equal sign as the shortcut key. Alt equal sign. Alternate key equal sign is the shortcut key for AutoSum. Okay, so that settles this. Then we have to summarize salaries by level. So we're going to create another summary here. We are going to say equals group by. Our row field is going to be the salary, the level field. Okay, that is our row field. And then the value is going to be the salaries. Okay, the value is going to be the salaries. And we're going to use the sum function. And we're going to take 3 to show header in our results. So that gives us this summary by levels. So now you can see that we've been able to solve this problem and to analyze this worksheet and get all the information that we want, that we need from the data. All right, so this is where we're going to stop in this Excel solution series. So we'll come back again and then we'll look at another solution. Bye for now.